Hi everyone, Francis McInerney from Future Creators here with you today. Again, Future Creators is our comprehensive system for managing at zettabyte scale, and today I want to talk about one of my favorite companies, a company that we used to start this whole concept about 20 years ago. It's FutureCreator Walmart. Walmart is one of the most interesting stories, and no matter what you see about Walmart in the papers today, because they are having some issues, it will all come back to this seminar. Watch the seminar, learn, and you can pretty much understand what Walmart will do next. It's pretty straightforward. You will see how Walmart scaled profitably from 82 billion in sales to 482 billion. That is a massive scale increase, and almost no one has ever done that kind of scaling. Apple might be a great exception. 6 times in 20 years, and for a large store of its type to scale that fast in 20 years is something. The whole principle of Walmart's operation is based in its ERP. In effect, the way to look at Walmart is just that it's a server with a bunch of stores attached, and that's all it is. And it has had A-grade management, so it's been a future creator in the A-grade zone for 19 years. That's some performance. Something which is not said often about Walmart is that in doing this, it's become an environmental powerhouse, because the way this will work, as you'll see in the following slides, fewer trucks roll. Less oil and gas is consumed when fewer trucks roll. There's less wasted inventory to flame off in sales. And you can do this. You can do this. If an $82 billion a year company can scale up to 482, you can do this too. Now, to understand what Walmart did is you base it on two simple things. One, they worked very hard to increase their velocity of cash index and also to increase their velocity of cash index. They worked on those two things alone consistently for 2 decades. By pushing those two things, the company scaled phenomenally. Nothing outside this space exists. Nothing. This contains the entire space in which Walmart operates. The data are extremely interesting. These are Walmart's core efficiencies. And the most obvious thing you notice is that days of sales and receivables are about 5 and have been for years. Why? Because it's a retailer and most everything goes through a cash register, which is pretty much instant. So there are very few days of sales and receivables. And if you look at payables, Walmart has been strategic. They've tried to keep payables around 40 days or less, and they have for years, to make sure that their suppliers are strong. You don't see Walmart push payables out to absurd limits, because that would weaken its supply chain. Weaken its supply chain means weakening its brand, and weakening its brand, of course, would be destructive. What is the one set of data that has changed consistently over all these years? It's inventory days. Walmart is scaled by cutting its days of sales and inventory by 30 days over a 20-year period. And I'm sure if someone could come to them with a way of reducing from 30 days to, say, 20 days, they would jump all over it, because that's their MO. Now, it's clear that when you cut your inventory days by that amount, your inventory becomes so efficient that you don't have a lot of extra trucks rolling, as I mentioned. You don't have a lot of extra warehouse space. You have very efficient transportation systems. And this means you're environmentally much sounder than many of your competitors. In fact, many companies out there, because you're consuming less gas per dollar of sale, if you want to put it that way, than any of your competitors. And that's something you don't hear a lot about in the media about Walmart, but it's one of the big things. So there are some future creator lessons for you. You've got to set an aggressive velocity of cash index goal, never less than A grade. That's what Walmart has done, and it outsources whatever doesn't do the job. If it doesn't do the job, it's gone, and you have to do the same thing. And you also have to set a more time timeline, and watch my more time tutorial on what that means. It's a world where a year is the half-life of a microprocessor, so you have to make decisions much more quickly than calendar years. And you have to have a single instance ERP. None of this works without that. You have to have this ERP running right through your supply chain. It's got to identify and eliminate all cache wait states. That's all Walmart does, end to end. And you must, as Walmart has consistently done, reorganize based on the results. If you set the correct cache velocity index goals and you have the ERP to do it, then you restructure accordingly. It's not complicated. Now, for future guidance, look at our foundation series, your cache velocity index, information velocity mapping, ecosystem velocity is destiny, the FutureCreator zone system, more time problem, and case studies. Apple, interestingly, Apple, which has nothing like is nothing like Walmart in any of its markets or operations. The two are quite different. Fits this model perfectly, and so does Cisco. So again, another company as unlike Walmart as you can get. Study these, and you will learn a great deal. I've been future creating since 1976, and I hope this seminar on Walmart helps you make sure that you too scale profitably in the zettabyte space. Thanks a lot. See you soon.